So in today's lesson, we're going to learn about the simple present tense and the present continuous tense, as well as the adjective. Okay, now let's start. Okay, so first we're going to take a look at some vocabularies, and we're going to look at feelings. All right, so the first one is happy. Number 2, sad. Number 3, hungry. Number 4, thirsty. Number 5, hot. Number 6, cold. Number 7, tired. Number 8, sick. Okay, number 9, angry. Number 10, nervous. Number 11, scared. Number 12, embarrassed. Okay, so these are adjectives and adjectives to describe feelings. Okay, now let's go to dialogue. All right, so here, cry and crying. Cry is the base form of the verb, cry. Crying. So crying for present continuous. Smile, smiling. Okay, now let's take a look at this dialogue. I'll be A and you will read B. Okay, so why are you crying? I'm crying because I'm sad. I always cry when I'm sad. Okay, adverbs of frequency. I always cry when I'm sad. Okay, so I'm crying. Present continuous. I'm crying right now because I'm sad. I just watched a very sad TV show. I always, adverbs of frequency, I always cry when I'm sad. Okay, now let's take a look at dialogue 2. Why is she smiling? Okay, so why is she smiling right now? So this is a question form. Why is she smiling? She's smiling right now. She's smiling right now because she is happy. She always, adverbs of frequency, she always smiles when she is happy. Okay, she always smiles when she's happy. She is pronoun. Adverbs of frequency, smiles the base form, not the ing. Okay, so when she's happy. Okay, now let's take a look at this dialogue. Okay, so you will answer B, and I will ask the question. I'll be A, you'll be B. All right. Why are you shouting? So what's your answer? I'm. Okay, let's go to number 2. Why is he biting his nails? Okay, right now. Why is he biting his nails? So your answer. Okay, let's go to number 3. Why is the bird drinking? Okay, now let's go to number 4. Why are they shivering? Shivering. Okay, now let's go to number 5. Why are they going to Stanley's restaurant? Okay, good. Let's go to number 6. Why is she going to the doctor? She. Okay, let's go to number 7. Why are you perspiring? Perspiring. We can also say sweating. Okay. Why are you perspiring? Okay, good. Number 8. Why is he blushing? Why is he blushing? He. Okay, good. Number 9. Why is she yawning? Okay, good. Number 10. Why is he covering his eyes? Okay, good. All right, now let's have a reading practice. So what you're going to do is you're going to read along with me. All right, so let's start. A bad day at the office. Okay, so title, A Bad Day at the Office. Mr. Blaine is the president of the Acme Internet Company. Okay, now you read. Okay, the company has a staff of energetic employees. Now you read. Unfortunately, all of the employees are out today. Nobody is there. As a result, Mr. Blaine is doing everybody's job and he's having a very bad day at the office. Okay, now you read. All right. Next paragraph. He is answering the telephone because the receptionist who usually answers it is at the dentist's office. Now you read. He's typing letters because the secretary who usually types them is at home in bed with the flu. Okay, now you read. He's sorting the mail because the office assistant who usually sorts it is on vacation. Okay, now you read. And he's even cleaning the office because the custodian who usually cleans it is on strike. Okay, last paragraph. Poor Mr. Blaine. It's a very busy day at the Acme Internet Company, and nobody is there to help him. He's having a very bad day at the office. Okay, now you read. All right, good job. Okay, so now let's learn about grammar. So we're going to learn about there is, there are. If there's only one, singular, we use the verb is. There is a ball. But if there's 2 or 3 balls, we use are. If it's plural, there are balls, or there are 3 balls. All right, now let's read colors in nature. Are there animals in these photos? Yes, there are. Can you see them? Animals use color to hide. Color makes them safe. Now let's read about polar bears. There are 2 polar bears. They're polar bears. Polar bears live in cold places. There aren't green plants and trees. Snow is white. The bears are white. Okay, now you read. Okay, let's go to green lizards. Okay, let's read them. There is a green lizard on the tree. There are green leaves. The green lizard is safe in the green leaves. Animals can't see it. Okay, now you read. All right, now let's go to the next one. Look at the pink flowers. Is there an animal? Yes, there is. There isn't a lizard. There is a bird. The bird is yellow and pink. Yellow and pink are bright colors, but the bird is safe in the tree. Okay, now you read. All right, great job. Now let's go to learn grammar. Read and learn. Okay, so there is, there are. We use there is and there are to talk about the people and things around us. Okay, here are some examples. There is a bird in the garden. How many birds? One. There's only one bird. We use the verb is. Okay, so this is the positive form. Okay, now let's go to the negative form. There isn't a bird in the garden, meaning there's no bird in the garden. There isn't, there is not. So this is a contraction. There isn't, there is not. All right, now let's go to there are. We use are if there's two or more things. Plural, positive. There are 7 frogs in the garden. So is that 2 or more? Yes. 2 or more, we use are. A negative form, there aren't 7 frogs in the garden. Aren't, negative, there aren't, there's none. There aren't 7 frogs in the garden. Okay, so question form. You can ask questions with is there and are there. Okay, so here are some examples. Is there a bird in the garden? Okay, so this is the question form. Is there a bird in the garden? Okay, so if there is, yes, there is a bird in the garden. Or there isn't a bird in the garden if there is none. All right, next, are there 7 frogs in the garden? Are there 7 frogs in the garden? Okay, so if there are 7 frogs in the garden. If there's none, there aren't 7 frogs in the garden. Okay, so these are called affirmative or positive sentences, meaning yes, there is, there is, or there are. There is a bird in the garden. There are 7 frogs in the garden. Negative sentence, meaning there's none, isn't. For example, there isn't a bird in the garden. There aren't frogs in the garden. So question form, so this is where you ask questions. So the verb is the first. This is at the beginning. Is there a bird in the garden? Are there 7 frogs in the garden. Okay, so I think this ends our lesson for today. Yeah, thank you for watching.